Hi and welcome to the section Adding Animation. In this section we'll learn how to do basic animation using video and CSS, embed a full screen video as background, start utilising physics-based animation to create interesting interactivity, also bind the gesture frame by frame for animation to happen instantly during a swipe event. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with embedding full screen inline video as background. In this video, you'll learn how to add a video with autoplay in the background and learn to use animate.css to add a custom animation to the app header text. Today, there are many apps leveraging video as an animated background for the introduction screen. This makes the app more interesting and creative. The users feel that they are welcome to the app. This tactic is great to impress new users and encourage them to come back. This app example could work either in the browser or on a physical device. However, it's optional that you connect to your physical device to verify that the animation is playing correctly in the background. Let's get started. Create a new video intro app using the blank template as shown, and go to the video intro folder. Type Ionic Start to create the blank app. As you can see, the app is being created here. Now that's done, let's go to the video intro folder. We need to have our video ready at this point. However, for this example, let's download a free video from a public website that does not require a license. Navigate to the website coverr.co. You're free to download any video. In this example, we'll be using the blurrypeople.mp4 clip. Go to People and search for Blurry People. Download the video to your computer. Extract the zip file from Downloads. It will look like this. So here there are two files that we're going to use, the MP4 file and the WebM file. We need to add this to the Sources and Assets folder. So let's go to the terminal and open our app in the editor. Type code . Now we can see the Visual Studio Code that is opened here. We need to save the video in this folder. For that, let's copy the folder from the download and paste it in the icon folder here. As you can see, I've already added this. Now, open the source index.html file and replace the content with this code and save the file. Basically, the main difference with the original index.html file is that you want to include the Google Lobster font for the heading text and animate.css for animation. For the main templates, you need to modify the home.html file in the source pages folder and replace it with the code I'll show you here. You need to change the TIL and replace the ion content with this code. Now there are only two important items on this page, the video and the header with subheader. Next, we need to open and edit the home.scss file. Let's go to home.scss file in the same folder and replace it with the code shown on screen. Save the file. All animation is done using CSS. Thus, you don't need to write any code for the JavaScript file. Now, open the config.xml file and add the following line within the widget tag, adding one or more preference settings to the value to true. Let's go to the terminal and run the app with the Ionic serve command. Awesome, you can now see the app here. Initially, I wasn't able to run the code due to this path. You need to give a specific path where your blurrypeople.mp4 and blurrypeople.webm is located in your app folder. Here it was assets, icon, blurrypeople.mp4 and blurrypeople.webm. Now let's see how this works. Starting with home.html file because that is the only page where you added the animation. This is just a typical video tag in HTML5. However, there is a new attribute called WebKit plays inline. This means that you want the video to play where it is on the HTML page and not open it up full screen with the play control. The reason is that you want this video to play in the background while you can animate text on top of it. This is the reason you need to enable this feature by setting Allow Inline Media Playback in config.xml. The second item in this template, that is the div tag, is your header and subheader. Note that there are animated and zoom in classes included. These are the required classes for animate.css to kick in. If you run the app, you'll see that the text starting to appear from a smaller font to a bigger size. That is a zoom-in effect. The home.scss file is important because it has a lot of animation logic. Let's take a look at the header text first. One interesting thing here is that the use of the text shadow attribute. This is because you want to create a thin borderline around the text so that your white text can be easily seen on top of a light background. To set the video to full screen, you need it to have a negative index so that it's below the other layers. Also, the height must be 100%. Finally, in order to position the text vertically in the center, you have to create this class. The center class forces the element to have top of 50%, but then push the Y position minus 50% to reset the vertical pivot of the div tag in the middle area. You'll rarely need to customize such classes, thus it's good to keep the center class handy for future use. Great, we can successfully see the app running here. In this video we learned how to embed an inline video in the background.